New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. A Florida English teacher who was just named Teacher of the Year at Darnell Cookman Middle/High School in Jacksonville has been charged with one count of going after a student. The teacher, Caroline Melanie Lee, age 60, was arrested as of Friday. The arrest came after a student stated that Lee called her into her classroom to speak privately and allegedly struck her in the face, causing an injury. The student, who was a minor and is not named in the report, and other witnesses told the responding police officers that the incident began with a conversation about an Instagram post earlier that week. On Wednesday, the Duval County Public School Instagram account posted a photo of Lee congratulating her for being named School Teacher of the Year, but several comments on the post questioned the win, asking if Lee really deserved to be called Teacher of the Year. Comments stating that Lee, as an instructor, used the N-word during instructions and allegedly other microaggressions committed against the students. The original Instagram post and comments have since been deleted. Lee responded to one of the comments and also explained to the police officers Friday that she used the N-word when reading the novel Mice of Men in class. Teachings of the book have previously come under fire across the country, raising the question of how to ethically teach readings with terms and phrases that are no longer acceptable. Today, Lee asked to speak to the student privately in her classroom, despite the student not being in any of her classes this year. The student told police that when she got into her classroom, that Lee reached across the table and struck her several times. In an arrest report, the officer wrote that Lee acknowledged that the conflict was the student's words against her own. Lee denied doing any physical harm to the student. She stated that she wanted to talk to the student. After seeing the messages on Instagram, she thought a threat to her life was made, but then she added she was not afraid and did not feel the need to report the message to staff. Responding officer stated that school surveillance footage shows Lee walking at an aggressive pace into her classroom before the incident, and the student, about 4 minutes later, leaving the classroom, holding her face and walking with a low demeanor to the guidance counselor's office. Lee told police that according to the report that she left the door open when the student was in her classroom, but police said that another student who was decorating Lee's classroom during that morning stated that Lee asked him to leave and she closed the door behind him. The student reported hearing the teacher raise her voice as he was standing in the hallway. Lee was arrested that morning after the officer spoke with the student victim. Lee and 4 witnesses, though no one else was inside the classroom with Lee and the student. Following the arrest, school's principal, Tyrus Lilas, called the students' families with the news. Quote, "It's very disappointing, but I am compelled to share with you that one of our teachers was arrested today on campus for going after a student. Even more disappointing is that the teacher arrested is our recent Teacher of the Year nominee." Lilas stated that he is in contact with the student's family. In response to the incident, Duval School Superintendent Diana Green released a statement following this. "The situation is beyond disturbing. What is alleged should never occur ever, especially in a school setting. I have no tolerance for adults who go after students, especially adults in a position of trust. We will cooperate with all investigations, and pending those results, we will take the actions necessary to stand up and protect our students." As of right now, Lee has been removed from the classroom and will not return, pending judicial and internal procedures. All right, kudos, yay, the school did what it was supposed to do. The police did what it was supposed to do. Yay, yay, right? But let's be real, at no point in time should a teacher, quote unquote, be able to use the phrase, in a sense, "I feared for my life," right? And this was over an Instagram post. And remember, they said that the student that year didn't have that teacher nowhere in any of their classes. But yet the teacher decided that they needed to have a conversation, an adult conversation, right, with that student over something that happened online. This woman is clear cut 60. She's a golden girl, right? She's basically, supposed to be living out her years in Florida with all the old folkies, right? But yet she decided that she wanted to act like she was in her 20s and she wanted to, be a part of the bad girls. and she wanted to, really have some fisticuff type of things with um a middle schooler, high schooler, whatever, what have you, right? And this is the person that was named teacher of the year. This is how women are out here acting. You want to sit up there and fight teenagers? You want to fight middle schoolers? Like this is what we're doing out here? Oh my God! It's like, yo, the world is gone. It is severely gone. At this moment in time. And the main thing I'm going to tell black people, like a broken record, is that this is why you get together, you pull your money together, you buy a plan, you buy a property, and you make your own infrastructures to teach your kids, to alleviate any of these things from taking place. You don't have to worry about hearing stories of your kids can't go to school because or they can't enroll because of their hair. They got braids, right? They got locks. They have kinky twist and a variety of other things. Because they want to use that and say that it's a distraction, from the education, because other kids are going to be distracted, right? Or maybe the way that they dress, they talk and they speak, and a variety of other things like that. If we had our own infrastructures in place that our kids can basically go to and learn the basics, and then we can follow that up by teaching them the actual history that we feel that they need to be taught, so that they can understand the world better and understand how the world is going to perceive them as a melanated individual, things will be a lot better. But obviously we're not at that point yet. We're still complaining, we're still marching, we're still yelling, we're still protesting, we're still doing a lot of things that's really not getting us anywhere, right? Because none of those things, those things used to work at a point in time. Everything has a time and a place. The marching and the protesting and the picketing, that in a sense had a place and time. Now I will say this: if black people were to march and protest and then speak with their money, that'd be a whole completely different thing. But at this moment in time, for some odd reason, black people are like, we're going to march and protest and we're going to yell and we're going to get all the recognition on social media, and but we're not going to sit up there and protest using our wallets. We're not going to stop spending money at certain places so that they will understand that we mean business. This is why these things keep consistently happening, because at the end of the day, black people, your words are nice, they're sweet, they're awesome, right? And the greater, the global minority, which is the majority of the United States of America, they love being able to see you do this. They love it. It pulls at their heartstrings, right? Because you're not necessarily blaming them or trying to say like, hey, this is all of you guys, right? So they love it. They clap it up. It's like, okay, I support this. But the moment in the time that you start actually putting your foot on the ground, you become a heavy stepper, and you're like, yo, we got you. We're going to sit up there and boycott all of these holidays. We're not going to be spending money during certain points in time, and we're only going to spend money within our circle. Once that happens consistently, and black people are focused, and they're actually actively doing that, you're going to start seeing change happen within a week, within that month, after a certain duration, where it starts to affect the bottom line, where it starts to affect the stock, where it's like, oh, the stocks are plummeting, and this, that, and the third, and all these other things. Like I said before, if black people really want to change this, they will change it. If not, they will just keep talking, and they'll just keep complaining. They'll just keep marching. They'll keep crying. They'll keep protesting. They'll keep yelling and expecting change to happen, and it's not. It's not. You can't expect to do one thing and take half of that thing directly out of the equation and expect people to still respect it. That doesn't make any sense. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video below. And as always, oh my God.